Hey guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the next attack, we are discussing about SQL injection attack. So this is one of the OS top 10 category of the attack, nothing but application category. So couple of interviews we can expect what is SQL injection attack, what is cross-site scripting attack, and also what are the mitigation steps for the SQL injection attack and cross-site scripting attack. It is one of the favorite interview question also, right? So whenever any SQL injection attack, any cross-site scripting attack, or any OS top 10 category of the attacks, nothing but application layer number 7 attacks are coming to the SIM tool. How can you do investigation? So these attacks, first of all, mitigation steps we will not take care. Why? Because so we have to coordinate with the different stakeholders. So who is the stakeholders for the application layer number 7 attacks? Anyone? Who is the stakeholders or whom we have to coordinate for the application layer number 7 attacks to mitigate? Anyone? For mitigating the layer 7 attacks or application layer attacks, whom we have to coordinate? Whether will you go and will you fix the bug or issue, whatever it is.
Development team.
Perfect. It's a development team. So we have to coordinate with our application development team. Okay, our product development team. Most of the cases, application development team, because these are all part of application category of the attacks. What is our role is, so just we have to go and we have to see whether it is a false positive and true positive. And after gathering the information, just we have to raise a separate ticket with the respective vendor. Not vendor. So we have to raise a separate ticket to the respective application development team, stating that input validation may be wrong, or maybe whatever you have did the development, you have to fix that particular bug or issue. So example, we have seen couple of previously attacks, example, phishing email attack, or ransomware attack, or malware attack, or brute force attack, or VPN authentication failure category of the attacks. Whenever any malicious IP or malicious domain or malicious URL link or malicious hash value or malicious script, directly we can go to EDR tool or proxy or DNS server, or maybe, okay, so firewall. Okay, so then directly we can go and we can block it as a mitigation. But here we don't know the development backend and also programming languages. So that is the reason. So we have to go and we have to speak with the respective application development team. So what is our role? So we have to classify the instance is a false positive and true positive. We have to gather the triaging of the information. We have to provide the recommendations. Then finally, we have to provide the logs as well. Then we have to raise a separate ticket to the respective application development team. So that is what we have to do it. Okay. So SQL injection attack are all OS top 10 category of the attacks are similar concept. So I will discuss about SQL injection attack. It's a very popular one. Attacker will inject untrusted SQL queries wherever input validation is required. So example, so username, password, login button, comments, like, share, all these fields, wherever user is providing the input. So finally, backend server attacker will get compromised. So that is called SQL injection attack. Okay. So to mitigate this SQL injection attack, obviously we have to use so input validation. At the time of development itself, we have to write a proper queries without any malicious content is there. And also we should not accept so wrong queries or bug related queries. So second thing is we have to implement web application firewall, and we have to create a policy related to SQL injection attack. So example, we have seen one of the policy in the part of Fortinet firewall under WAF policy, not WAF policy, WAF security profile. So next generation firewall also has a capability of basic preventive mechanism of OS top 10 category. So we have seen couple of example like a SQL injection attack, okay, null attack, buffer overflow, cross-site scripting attack, CSR attack, extended as well as basic. Okay, so this is the security profile we have seen. It's a part of Fortinet. So Fortinet firewall or normal next generation firewall will not do the full-fledged capability like a dedicated web application firewall to prevent and to identify to block the OS top 10 category. dedicated firewall. Okay. So we have to use dedicated. Oh gosh. Yeah, we have to use a dedicated web application firewall to prevent OS top 10 category of the attacks. Okay. So coming back now. So as I said, so SQL injection attack will come under injection ply attack. It's one of the category, right? So SQL injection, it's a part of injection ply attack. So what are the different types of injection ply attacks we discussed other than SQL? What are the different types of injection ply attacks we discussed?
Cross-site scripting attack.
No. Under injection ply, under not OS top 10 category. Under injection ply attack, what are the different categories of the attacks we discussed? What are the queries attacker will inject other than SQL? So do you think that only injection ply attack it's a part of SQL injection attack will occur? There are no other attacks are there part of injection ply attack? What are the other injection ply attacks we have other than SQL? Anyone? What are the other injection ply attack other than SQL? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Other than SQL injection ply attack, is there any other injection ply attacks will occur? It's one of the popular interview question I told you, right? If I'll ask what is LDAP injection attack, what will you say the answer? So we have different types of injection ply attacks. One is SQL injection, second one is LDAP injection, third one is HTML injection, fourth one JavaScript injection, OS injection, PHP queries injection. All these are different types of injection ply attacks, guys. Okay, so not only just SQL injection. SQL injection is very, very popular. Why? Because most of our backend servers are belongs to either SQL database or MySQL database from Microsoft or PostgreSQL database or GridGain or Couchbase or Cassandra or MongoDB and so on. All these will work part of SQL queries. So that's why SQL queries is very famous as compared to other injection ply attacks. Is it clear or not? What are the other injection ply attacks we have? LDAP, OS, HTML, JavaScript, PHP, Java, and so on. So these are all the different types of injection ply attacks. Whatever different types of programming languages, application developers or product developers they will use, all those part of injection ply attack only. Okay. So coming back now, what are the different types of log sources for any OS top 10 category are dedicated to SQL injection attack? So web application firewall, obviously, because it will prevent and it will detect, it will identify. So OS top 10 category. So SQL injection is one of the category of the OS top 10. So WAF is absolutely one of the tool to identify, to prevent, to block. What are the detection methods for WAF? WAF. What are the detection methods?
Based.
Only signature based?
MI and AI.
Machine learning.
Yes, machine learning and artificial intelligence also, you are right. Okay, recently only ML and AI they introduced in the WAF as well. Okay. Next one is backend database server. Obviously, for SQL injection attack, backend server also it will get compromised. So in this scenario, SQL is a database. Next one is application logs. Whatever applications end user is trying to access. So those logs also we have to integrate. Next one is app server. So nothing but wherever we hosted the application. So that app server. And finally, app server also called as web server. Very, very popular web server or app server. Anyone? Very, very popular app server or web server?
Apache Tomcat.
Yes, perfect. Apache Tomcat. That's correct. Very popular app server or web server, Apache or Tomcat. So this is one of the very, very popular tool. Okay. Now coming back. So WAF is what is the log integration methods, guys? WAF, web application firewall. Web application firewall, what is the log integration method?
API token.
If it is SaaS based application, API token. If it is on premise, yeah, both API token as well as syslog. If it is on premise physical or okay, so hardware device module, if it is syslog, if it is SaaS based application, example Amazon WAF or Azure web application firewall or Azure application gateway or Imperva or Barracuda or Akamai, okay, or FI. If it is a cloud-based one, it is API token. And all these vendors, they are supporting even hardware module as a deployment also. In that scenario, syslog. So WAF logs we can integrate combination of both API token management method if it is SaaS-based application, or if it is a hardware module, we will use syslog. What is backend database server? Backend database server. How can we integrate backend database server logs to SIEM tool?
Syslog.
Syslog is one method, and one more, all servers. One is syslog, you are
Servers,
right?
collector agent.
Perfect, collector agent. So application logs, application logs, application
API
logs, API token, and one more.
Application servers and current collector agent.
Yeah, and also app method. If it is Splunk, app method is there. Okay, yeah, collector agent also. And the backend app server, web server,
Collector agent.
collector agent, yes. So these are all the different types of log integration methods. Whenever any attacker or any end user is providing untrusted data as an input or untested malicious script using PowerShell or Python or Perl, HTML, JavaScript, PHP, or any other programming languages like a C, C++, Java, so ASP.NET, VB.NET, C#, and so on. In that scenario, these logs, it will go to the log collector, it will complete the normalization, aggregation, parsing. Those logs, it will send it to the log manager. Log manager will complete indexing, querying, and filtering part. Finally, log manager or log processor has CRE engine, correlation rule engine, for the all OWASP top 10 category of the attacks. Finally, front end of the SIEM tool, it will generate OWASP top 10 category of the attacks. Example, SQL injection or cross-site scripting, CSRF, broken authentication, broken access controls, man in the middle attack, one click, clickjacking. Okay, so SSRF attack, insufficient logging and monitoring, cryptographic failures, insecure design. Okay, all those will fall under OWASP top 10 category.